So the dust has settled a little bit around the new fronts. Tell us a little bit about your takeaway in terms of the impact of the industry and if real money might be moving and when, and sort of what's the aftermath?
Well, I think first of all, you have to give a lot of credit to a group of partners who are fierce competitors who laid down their swords to come together and understanding that all boats will rise. And I think all of them have immediate reactions that their boats are rising. I think we're going to see meaningful announcements around dollars that are going to shift. I would look to the IAB to be the mouthpiece for that. And I think what now needs to happen, and what did happen, but will continue to happen in an even bigger way as this gets institutionalized, is this needs to be an open source platform. It needs to be inclusive of all the other agency buyers and the big players in the buying space, really participating, supporting, and driving this.
What has been the buzz, do you think, in terms of the media buyers? Are they buying into this? Is these just big parties? Has this concept sort of permeated the industry? What are your thoughts?
I think all you need to do is read the press. I mean, there are lots of quotes from folks like David Cohen at and other digital leaders who are putting a stake in the ground around how they're rethinking their mix and their approach to online video. I think there's no doubt. You don't have to look too far when you're reading a lot of the coverage, and even in the context of the broadcast upfronts, where we thought the Newfront conversation and the digital video initiative would subside, it's only accelerated, and nearly every piece of coverage around the broadcast upfronts, with few exceptions, has been framed within the context of digital.
There's been some pretty big news on the web side with Revision 3 being acquired by Discovery, and the investment that's just come out about Funny or Die with Turner. Could you talk about the significance, what your thoughts are about those deals?
Well, I think it's a big story. First of all, it's an acknowledgement by creators of quality television programming that they don't really have all of the pieces in place with their own playbook to be effective on the web, and it's an acknowledgement that original web video creators do that really, really well, and they should be coming together. They should be combining their playbooks and their sales forces, and so I think that's the beginning of what is going to be a series of plays. So kudos to TBS, kudos to Discovery, and absolutely they should be playing together. So we're really excited about that.
If you could just comment on the state of things in terms of in-stream advertising, where that stands, where the marketplace is going.
Well, I think first of all, the opportunity for advertisers is in both pre-roll and quality video sponsorship, but also in co-creation and integration. And so I think you're seeing that. You're seeing some bigger bets this year where advertisers are supporting shows with fewer partners, taking on bigger chunks from a financial perspective, and sticking with properties over longer periods of time. And the opportunity is really in part driven by a different rights picture in digital, where you have the chance to leverage that content across your own channels. Most of these people, most of these brands are on Facebook now with big audiences. They need to feed them, and digital video is set up typically in such a way that you can start to add other distribution nodes to that ecosystem. Unlike television, where it's very strict, you turn it on, you turn it off, and once your media buy is done, it's done, and there is no residual value. And so as the web video residual value of that distribution and placement starts to benefit those brands in bigger ways, I think it's just going to drive bigger investment.